So today I want to start with kind of an outlook or with some great information that I think is really exciting about DataUnion. And later I will also show the update from our products. So yeah, we made a new pitch deck. So yeah, we kind of now incorporated in Singapore, which opens up a lot of doors for us to do things that otherwise we are regulatory and are not allowed to do. So now we pitching also to VCs. So we have this link is also in our proposal. So, but yeah, I want to talk about some interesting things here. So because we are now able to basically start DAOs on top of, or like incorporate into, or yeah, next to the image data set that we're doing. So like this is going to be our example, and we're going to start to create new DAOs or DataUnion DAOs. And yeah, so this is the slide I was looking for. So we're basically now creating a DataUnion ecosystem. So we will have on the one side, we will now have more and more DataUnion DAOs. So like they're basically in a way similar to how our image data set is working. So like somebody or some community comes up with an idea, or some company that wants to collect data and to annotate it and to make it machine learning ready. So they will then be able to use our tooling. They will be able to use our knowledge about using a data token as the reward mechanism for the people who contribute. And we will now establish an R&D DAO. So like this will be then basically the thing that we've been doing all the time, like developing the tools, developing processes, and theoretical models for data unions. And on the other side also like our token engineering and our simulation part. And those will be available then to these different data unions. And on top of this, we will have a governance system. So like we will probably also then issue a new token here for governance and to have like funding. So probably also we will have like a Web3 sustainability loop system here, so that there will be grants. But we will have some governance here where also then the people who are leading these projects are going to be able to join a governance system. We have some voting and some conflict resolution. But up to that, we also will have a business resource DAO. So like people who come into the space, they might not necessarily have too much information or knowledge about marketing, community strategies, supervision, business development, and sales. So basically, this is then also another DAO that will help with that. And there will always be then funding from our overall pool, and then grants can be done into these DAOs. And basically this here is also a loose coupling. So there can be many projects coming in, leaving their knowledge there and creating stuff, same as here, same as over here. So what we then also want to do in the background is basically if people contribute, they create something, we want to do it in a similar way as with what we do with our data. So contributions will also be recorded. There will be a system that later, if somebody else uses that you will get rewarded. So overall, basically, we are creating another layer of marketplaces, but then for contributions in different directions. I mean, all of these are kind of artifacts that can be used, and all of those can then also be priced, and they are also data assets. So that's another layer that we are now working towards. So like, yeah, from having one data union, we're now taking a step further into scaling direction. Basically, now we're going to offer also different kind of services. So like the most interesting one for many companies is the full data union outsourcing mode. So if you want to, for example, launch your own data token, and then in many jurisdictions this is not allowed, we can do that for you. We can handle all of this. We can handle all of the crypto part. Then for the front end, like if you want to have a mobile app, if you want to have a data portal, if you want to have bounties, so like this can also be handled. And we have our backend that we are using called Grab, that basically we can also give out to other projects. And then on the other side, we also have then our knowledge and our methodology that is also available. So like people can also do cherry picking. We can also offer like only some of these things, but we can, on top of this, of course, also offer full DataUnion outsourcing, where basically the project and the party only has to bring their domain knowledge, has to bring their community and their contacts and their networking skills. So, but then like we are going to take care of everything else that is required to do the DataUnion, to have it running, to support and to do the adjustments to the software stack that the project wants to have. So yeah, I'm very excited about this process now, and these ideas that we have developed, Mark and me, and with Sarah. So yeah, this is something that I'm really looking forward to. Next up, some updates about our products. Is the annotation mode for the mobile app. So here we have the option to select one of the tags that we want to annotate. So now you can see here grid, and we can mark now the area in which this tag is located. Then yeah, we can choose the hand. So let's mark where the hand is located. So now we can go here through the whole image. In the simulator, of course, this is not so nice on the smartphone itself. With touch, this makes everything much easier. I mean, you can select where things are by touching them. If you think you make a mistake, you select again to unselect it. So yeah, here we can select the whole hand. Maybe I can also touch, no. Yeah, that's where the simulator really is worth. I have to basically manually click every square. Okay, anyways, so yeah, and in the end it's important here that we just select the items. So yeah, okay. This one, no, there's no object, so Opera House, yeah, this looks good. So one thing we can also do is like we can zoom in. So if we zoom into the Opera House, then we can annotate it much more precisely. So we can zoom into something and then again use the same mechanism to select the squares where it's located. Okay, so and this can be done tag by tag, and in the end you get a really nice pixel-wise annotation which we can install. So that's the annotation mode on a mobile app. Next I will show some new features in our mobile app. So for one thing is we can switch the languages now. These two buttons don't work yet, but here in the info we can see also the info is translated. We have translation here of our stats. We can switch to Japanese, to German, Spanish. So yeah, we have some translations here, and so the internationalization is now inside the mobile app. That's one thing, and another thing is the verification. So here we have the feature, we can, if we tap shortly, then we accept it. But this screen, it does not look correctly. There's here, so if we tap for a little bit longer, then we can add another then we can add another tag, and we swipe to the right. Next one, food bounty is correct. We can add something here, bicycle. We can add 4. as we added them, we already accepted them. So here we can simply now swipe through the app. Yeah, I think these are correct. So if we see something that is not correct, we can swipe to the left. So this would be for reporting something. And now it switched some more, it fetched some more images. So yeah, that also works well. So next up I will present another feature, but that's not in this approach. So this is the update about our data portal. This month we want to release version 1, so there's only minor things to do until we can release it. One of the great new features is that you can now do multi-select. So if I want to have all of these images in my dataset, I can now select all of them and add all of them to my training dataset. And now all of them are in there. So let's check. Now all 6 items have been added at the same time, so this will be very helpful. On the other side, we now also have some more features. So like here, you can see for each of the tags up and downwards and boxes. So these are like from the annotation that we are doing now, the bounding boxes. But in the future, we will also have here other attributes. So for specific bounties, there will be also then new attributes. So for example, for an anonymization bounty, we now also have the opportunity to guess a gender, to guess an age, and to color pick the skin color. So this information will also then be included here in this screen, and in the bottom we have a placeholder here. So in the future there will be the sales information here about this particular image, and like the price over time, and yeah, how many times it was sold and so on. So like some more usage information, so that you can also consider better whether this is a worthwhile piece of information or not. And we also have a little bit more of a color coding now for the different tags. So something here, see, like this is not PII non-faces, so like it got downvotes, so like this will then be shown more red, and like something that has more upvotes will be in a dark green. So there's like now a color scheme here happening. And if this would have like a GPS coordinate attached to it, then you could also jump directly to it on the world map, which it actually hasn't. So, but yeah, and then there's here the new tab. So like at the moment we are just showing some information from the Ocean Marketplace, but in here we will then also have the information about all the different algorithms, and also then the option to train algorithms. So basically, you make your data set here, you then have this opportunity to select an algorithm that will be then on our own data marketplace listed, that will then be applied to the data that you selected here. And you can then also choose other options, like according to the algorithm. So this will probably need some extensions for the current Ocean protocol computer data, but yeah, we will go there slowly. We will first have some examples so that you can really try it out, and those will be probably very cheap, just so that things are easier. Yeah, and actually now, great feature, you can also scroll to the next pages. So we have several thousands of the food bounty items. So like, yeah, we could go here for a while and check out more and more and more of them. So yeah, that's also, I think, helpful. And yeah, we'll probably have an opportunity also then to basically search for something, and then probably add the whole search to a data set if we want to have that. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, so this is okay. It's not a food bounty, but yeah, it's still inside of here. So that would be another great feature that we want to add here, that you basically can also filter only if it has a certain number of upvotes. But yeah, so that's the current state of the data portal. This month there will be an initial release. It might not be feature complete, but we want to give all of you the opportunity to also go and have the chance to look back at the images that you have uploaded in the past, and then to also see what happened with them in the process, and to be able to do that continuously.